Hello, everyone. This is Jeannie Ellis, also known as Scrapbooking Mama. And today I want to share with you some beading, not beating, but beading that I've been doing, some charms I've made. And I've, got some ideas from other fellow crafters who do beads and on how to make these and how to do the loops and all this kind of stuff. I'm not an expert at it, so I'm still learning, but I just wanted to kind of share with you what I have been doing. One of the things that I learned from Happy Bird's Glitter Nest, I want to give her full credit on this, is that she made a set of earrings that had a long length to it, and she used this pattern on this. So I'll try to remember to put the link in the description box. Otherwise, just go to her YouTube channel and look up her earrings, and you'll find it. So anyway, she did this pattern, and while her material was different, mostly different, um, it's still the same pattern. So anyway, I had a lot of fun making it. I just made that little charm. It's not going to be an earring. It's going to be a charm. I love it as an earring, but I'm just doing charms, and you can use them for mini albums or any project that you have, to be honest. And then I made this charm. I made I just kind of put them together. I decided what I wanted in colors, and then I added these little pieces here. I don't remember where I got this one from, but this one was from a shop that used to be called I Am Mama to Four. I believe it's an Etsy shop. It bought materials from her, and she's no longer in business, but she still has a YouTube channel, so be sure to check her out. And here's another one using the pattern from Happy Bird's Glitter Nest. And then just a couple of other pieces that I've done, some beading work. Let me get them off and see if they look better on the mat. It really doesn't matter, apparently. We've been going through some storms, so the lighting has changed. But anyway, then I did this charm. And I'm going to try to, do something similar to this to show you. But anyway, a pair of earrings that I did. I did a necklace yesterday too, but I don't have it in here with me. So anyway, there's a couple of pair of earrings in here too. I mean, a pair of earrings. So anyway, I'm going to attempt to share with you how I did my charms. And if I get time, maybe even a pair of earrings. So the first thing that you're going to need is, if you do it the way I did on the one, some chain, and you can buy them in lengths already cut, or you can cut it yourself. You need some pliers to cut with. Now this is a 3-in-1 where you can get your loops and you can cut, and it's got a flattened piece too to help flatten your straighten up your pieces. But I also use these two. These are not necessary. These are optional. And if you don't use your, something like this, you need some flush cutters, and work with that. So of course you need different sizes of beads, and I want to give you a tip before I go any further. If you buy beads, you're starting to do them, make sure you put down the size of the beads, because mark them in your container, because if you don't, you're gonna wonder what sizes you're using. If you're trying to do a tutorial like I'm trying to do, or just a share project, you won't be able to tell. But I really don't always go by the sizes anyway, as far as millimeters, because I just go ahead and go what looks good for what I want to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and duplicate that let's see, what can I call that, 2-layer charm here. And I'm just going to put some small beads on that one, not real big ones. And I'm not going to cut any length as far as chain goes yet. On this one, I need a head pin and a eye pin. So here's an eye pin, and then I need a head pin. Okay. So to get this bottom piece, now I'm not taking credit for this now, so please don't say Jeannie showed me this. it was her idea. Jean showed me this, but it wasn't her idea. So, so just grab you some beads that you want to use. I'm going to go ahead and go with more crystal rondelles. And let's see. This is going to be the head pin down here. So I need to go ahead and just start, beading, whatever looks good to you. Now, when you use a head pin, make sure that the eye or the hole in your stone isn't bigger than the eye pin. Otherwise, you can use something like a little seed bead. I'll get one of those out. Now, I'm not following the pattern here. I'm just going to go ahead and go with the idea of putting them together so I can get it for my charm. So, these should be all the same size. And they're only not quite a quarter of an inch in width if you want to go by that. So I've got this going. And I want to go ahead and go with, let me see here. I've got this piece here I just love. And it's my last one, but I'm going to go ahead and use it. And then if you want, let's see, I may want to go ahead and put the spacers in. I absolutely love rhinestone spacers. And of course I've got different sizes. And I never grabbed the right one at the right time. I'm going to go ahead and add, let's see, I'm going to put some red in there. And then I'm going to add this guy in. Yeah, that's pretty. So now I'm going to add another one in it. And then another crystal. And there, he's about the same length, so I'm going to keep it like that. And so now I need to make my loop. And the loop end is going to need to be cut off to about a quarter of an inch approximately. Maybe even a little less, depends on how you make your loops. I've seen that where you turn this first and then make your loop and then turn it again and finish up your loop, but I've seen it done different ways. Everybody has their own way to do it. And I'm going to kind of just do it where I make the turn first, just like I was shown. Whoops. I need to make it a little bigger. And just kind of keep turning, and then need to make a backspace to it. Turn it towards the back so it can lay in to the loop right. I just want to finish turning it. I have a hard time grasping because I have arthritis in my hands. So now I'm not going to tighten that up just yet. I may need it open, so I'm just going to leave it like that. As long as it doesn't fall off, I'm fine. So this is going to be hooked onto the other section here. So now, please keep in mind, it was not my idea. This is just something, this pattern may be different, but this is not something I came up with as far as this, adding these two pieces together. Now I'm going to put a red seed bead in here, and I am going to see, okay, I'm going to try that. This is the fun of it, you try different things to it. So, hey, let's give this a whirl. I don't know why I just took them all off for, but I did. May not need the crystals in that. Yeah, let's try the crystal. Just one crystal. Another one. And then another crystal. And then a seed bead. Okay, let's see if these look good together. Yeah, I just want a small one down there. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. So, again, trim it down to about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so now I have these two, and now I'm going to go ahead and hook this one onto that one. So, oops, boy, I tell you what, lots of oops today. All hooked in. See, I have a hook up here for my charm. Okay, now, before I make any more, I'm going to cut me some chain, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my chains cut that I want to do. I've got a lobster claw clasp that I've got a jump ring for, and it's going to be slipped on there. And so I'm going to go ahead and add one of my chain links into the jump ring. And then I'm going to add the piece that I just made. I'm going to go ahead and add it in because I kind of want it in the middle. Just getting hold of it, that is. There we go. Okay. And then I want the other chain in. So he's kind of in the middle. So now the smaller pieces, the shorter pieces, I've got these right here, but I think that they may be too big for that. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to use one of these probably, and maybe one or two of these. So let me see what we can do here, and I'll do this while hopefully you will enjoy. Okay, so I've got one chain on, and let me see how I did this before I go and okay. I've got one chain on, and I'm going to take a jump ring, and of course I got a wrong one there. Okay, now I'm going to take a jump ring, and I'm going to, let's see, I added right onto the chain of these. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take a jump ring, try to find that opening. Now where's it? Okay. I might need to close that one before I go any further. I may just take it off. But anyway, I'm going to go attach it. I want to see how far it's going to go down before I do anything else. Let me go ahead and put it. Oops. You hear lots of oops from me, let me tell you. I'm going to add it right in here. And like I said, I am a novice at this. And if I can get hold of it, I can't. Sometimes it's hard for me to see because of the way my eyes are. I got macular degeneration, so sometimes it's hard to see those little things. So I've got it on there now, and I am going to leave it dangling for just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and attach the other one while I've got it. And I may attach it right there. So let me get this open. And remember, don't open side to side. Open back and forth, front to back. I am just going to, first of all, put one of these on here. And then I'm going to put the long one on. Let me see. I think I had it on without a jump ring. And then I'm going to add the very last one. And this is a heavy duty jump ring. I need to get more of these. I love these. And it opens and closes really nicely. So, okay. And there I have my next charm. So you can do anything with these. So you can take off the lobster claw and just put it, make a bookmark, one of those metal ones that you can get at Hobby Lobby, and make a bookmark on it, and this can dangle outside your book, and the bookmark will be on the inside, which that's one of the things I plan on doing too. So you've got a nice little charm here for whatever you want to use it with. You can make earrings out of them if you want to. I think my favorite right now is still this one, the first one I made. I don't know why the first one's always the best one for me, but the one I like. But anyway, that's the way it happens sometimes. But anyway, I've got all these charms here. Okay, I have all of the pieces lined up, and I will post pictures at the end. So anyway, this is what I've done, and I hope that you've enjoyed this and that you will come back for more in another time. Thank you for watching.